Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial on Excel. My name is Nana, and first I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, okay? And I absolutely appreciate the feedback as well, okay? Now if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a video. Now in this video I'm just going to be showing you how you can highlight the maximum value and the minimum value on a column chart. Okay, now we have simple data here, monthly sales, so we have the month and the corresponding sales in thousands of dollars. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do is to insert a column chart. Okay, now to do that we're just going to select our values that we want to plot on the chart, and then we go to the insert tab. Now Excel has a myriad of charts: pie chart, line chart, bar charts, etc. Okay, but for this video we're just going to be using a column chart, so we're going to click on this and insert a column chart. Now another thing I'm going to do is just to resize the column chart so it looks a bit better, and let the months, yeah, I need to increase it so that we can see the months better. Okay, good. And then I'm just gonna take this down a bit. Another thing I'm going to do is I don't like the blue color, so I'm just going to right mouse click, and to change the fill color, notice that as I right mouse click I can see the fill icon here, so I don't need to go to format data series to do that. I just need to click here and I'll change the color to, I think this is fine. Okay, cool. Now we have that. Now to highlight the maximum and the minimum value, okay, we need to be able to use the max function and the min function on Excel. Okay, so I'm just going to show you quickly how to use those functions. Now we have max and we have min. Now basically the max function returns the maximum value in a given range. Okay, so I'll show you how we can use that. So we do equals to, and then we do max. Okay, and then we're trying to find the maximum value in our range, so we just select the entire range. Okay, close parentheses and hit enter. Okay, now we do the same thing for minimum. Okay, so it's min, min. Okay, it returns the smallest value. Okay, as you can see from the description here, the screen tip. So we're going to enter the function and then select the range where we want to find the minimum, close parentheses and hit enter. Okay, we can see that our minimum value is 180, which is in November, and our maximum value is 1200, which is in May. Okay, so I can delete that. I just wanted to show you how the functions work. Now we're going to add two series to our chart. One we're going to call max, okay, and then the other we're going to call min. Now we're going to use a logical statement here, an if statement, okay, because we want to know which of the values is the max, and if that value is the max, return that value. If it's not the max, give us an NA. Okay, all right, follow me. So we're going to do equals to if. All right, now the logical test is if this value here is equal to the max value of the entire range. Okay, now we're going to lock the range with F4 so that it doesn't change. Okay, if this is our logical test. Okay, if this value is equal to the max value here, okay, comma, what's the value if it is true? Give us this same value. Okay, if not, just return an NA. Okay, and then we close parentheses. Now the reason why we're using an NA is because we don't want any like point or marker on our chart. We want the ones that don't meet this criteria to just have a blank, and it's just one value that is going to be the max in the range. Okay, so we're going to hit enter. Okay, so we have an NA for obvious reasons. 980 is not the maximum in the range. Okay, it's only going to highlight the maximum, which is 1200. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for the min. Okay, instead of me to type the formula again, all I need to do is just to copy it and escape here, and then do equals to and paste. Okay, now the only thing I need to edit is the function. Okay, so instead of max, I'm just going to put min there and hit enter. Okay, so the only value here that is going to be highlighted is the minimum value when I double click, which is 180, which is the minimum, and this is the max. Now I'm going to show you a trick on how we can add these two new series to our chart. Okay, now when you select the chart like this, now it's going to show you your chart range. Okay, now once you come to the bottom right, now you can see the way the arrow is. Okay, a diagonal arrow with two arrowheads. Okay, when you have it like this, so you use your left mouse click and then just include the range. So hold it down and select the two. So you can see that automatically we have the maximum value here, and then we have the minimum value here. Okay, so that's good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click on this, right, and then right mouse click and go to format data series. Now you see where it says series overlap. Now we're going to increase that to 100. Okay, now you can see that it overlaps, so we can only see the max and then the mean. Okay, now the gap width, we're going to reduce the gap width to say yeah, this should be fine. Okay, or a little more. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right, now I want to change the max color to green. Now, but because we have many series here, just to be sure I'm selecting the max, you see where it says series option and then it has an arrow. I just click on the arrow. Okay, I'm on series max. Now I go to this icon here, select solid fill, change the solid fill to green. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for minimums. Click on this arrow pointing down, go to series minimum, and then click on solid fill and select red. Okay, because I want the minimum value to be red. Okay, we're good with this, so I can close this pane, and I'm going to include a chart title. So I just select chart title, and then I use this in my last video. So to change the chart title, what you can do, if you want the chart titles to be any of the names here, just click on the chart title like this, go to the formula bar and press equals to, and then select this, okay, or what you want your title to be. All right, and then press enter. Now I don't want the grid lines here, so I'm just going to remove the grid lines. I don't need this axis label, so I'm going to remove. And then the last thing I'm going to do to our chart is just include data labels, and I want it outside end. All right, good. Now we have our amazing chart. Okay, now let me show you how dynamic this chart is. Now the maximum value is actually sales in May, which is 1,200, and it's highlighted in green. Now look at what happens when I change July sales to 1,300. Okay, and now we see that immediately July becomes the maximum. Now we had November, the minimum 180. Now look at when I change February to 150 and see how this changes. Okay, so you can see, so it's dynamic. So this is a way of highlighting the max and the minimum for your column chart, and this can be very useful because sometimes you have a report you have to submit to your boss, and at quick look he or she just wants to know what the maximum is, what the minimum is. So this is one way you can go about it. Okay, now in another video I'm going to be showing you how you can do this trick on a line chart, okay, where we'll be able to highlight the maximum and the minimum using markers. Okay, thank you for watching this video.